Welcome to the Fierce Boys podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. Check us out every Monday at 7 p.m. Now, let's hang out with the boys.
Boys are back.
Boys are back.
Boys are back. What up, dude?
What's up, brother?
Love the hat.
Thank you, as always.
As always. Didn't say nothing about mine, but stay ready. You
Yeah,
stay ready. You ain't never got to get ready.
That's right.
That's right. Man, MLB trade deadline.
This afternoon has been, I can't keep up with them.
Left and right. I think the latest one was A.J. Pollock to the Giants.
Yes.
We had a lot of stuff happening over the past, I guess, since last Monday when we talked. I guess the big one is Max headed to Texas.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit the other day. You know, a salary dump. You know, that's one thing it is.
For sure.
You're the Mets. Of course, you signed Max Scherzer. You signed Justin Verlander. But, you know, this is what the Mets do. And as a Braves fan, I am going to gladly smack talk on these Mets.
Yes.
They pay more money to players that aren't on their team than I think they do their roster.
Yeah.
You know? Verlander is going to be the next thing. There's talk. The Braves have asked about Verlander. I think he ends up in Houston. I think he's gone. He's gone by tonight or tomorrow, about before the deadline's over with. They got to. What are the? I think they just traded Mark Canha to the Brewers. So,
yep.
Again, just unloading. I saw earlier they're paying over $50 million this year to players who are no longer on the team.
Yeah.
That did not include Max Scherzer's over the next 2 years, $100-something million that they'll end up eating or whatever, which was a terrible. I guess it's terrible. Max Scherzer, one of the best of all time. Same with Verlander. But are you paying 38 to 40-year-olds $40 million a year to try to pitch 200+ innings? So that's tough.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's not guys like it. You know, those guys, like you said, they've been around the game a long time. Yes, they deserve to be paid good, but the longer in your career, in my opinion, then kind of needs to, I think, don't be paying those guys that much, especially since they are older. They get prone to get injuries and
it's both of them
tired.
Verlander right now, I think his last 7-8 starts, he's like 6-1, under 2.5 ERA. He's pitching really well. Yep. So his market's high right now.
Right.
The Astros want him. They don't have any top 100 prospects. That's what the Mets want.
Yep.
The Braves don't have any top 100 prospects because they're all playing in the show right now.
That's right.
I tell you, a team that could figure, they're dumping right now, and that's who the Braves are playing tonight. The Angels. Yep. Do you go get a Verlander? They're like 4.5 out of the wild card in the AL.
Right.
Do you go get a Verlander to go to Anaheim where pitchers go to die, apparently.
Yep.
Remember what Garrett Cole did a couple years ago for the Astros? Like, he came over and went like 16-0 or something like that. Like, Verlander could get 12 starts with the Angels, go 10-2.
Yeah.
The team wins all 12 of his games that he goes, And
they're going to make it to the playoffs. They always do. So,
it's been a while since they've done something. They haven't gone, Trout will come back and be healthy. Shohei is Shohei.
I figure they'll do something. I mean, they got C.J. Cron and that other guy, Randall or whatever.
Yeah, Randall Gritchett. Both of them were drafted by the Angels. C.J. Cron had a couple really good. I think it's his third stint with the Angels.
Yeah,
like they love him. They trade him. They get him back. It's kind of like the Braves and Adam Duvall.
Yep.
Which I think is going to end up happening if he does anything. I don't know. I was talking to a buddy of mine at the Y today. I say buddy, he's about 80 years old. I don't know how old Sid is, but Sid, if you ever listen to the podcast, I don't really think you're 80. I just don't know how old you are. He's a big Braves fan, and he was asking me, what do you see the Braves doing? And then he asked me about the whole Nicky Lopez trade. I guess you saw that with the Braves.
That's right.
The Braves sent cash to the Rangers for Taylor Hearn, and talked about that last week, and then we turned around and flipped pennies to get Nicky Lopez, who's plays all over the field.
Yeah,
plus defender.
Who's actually at the game tonight, suited up.
He is there. Now, I was reading reports where the Giants are looking for some middle infield help, and Nicky Lopez was on their watch.
Yep.
They've also called the Braves about Vaughn Grissom. So I'm wondering if Alex Anthopoulos is playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers.
Yep.
Because now, this is what I could propose right here. The Braves send those two to the Giants. The Giants bundle up something really nice, send it to possibly, say, the White Sox.
Yep.
And then the White Sox send Dylan Cease to us.
You were on a Dylan Cease quest, aren't you?
I think
we need it.
Here's my thing. Morton's going tonight. He's 39, right?
Yep.
He's been pitching really well. We're down 1-0. Gave up a leadoff homer, right? I say 1-0. It could be still 1-0, right? And we ain't hitting a cuss right now.
Yep.
Strider's going Strider. Can Bryce Elder? 2 bad starts, one before the All-Star game, one after. Last 2 have been really good.
Yeah,
both against the Brewers. Charlie's going to give you 5 to 6. He's going to throw you 100, 115 pitches.
Yep.
Getting freed back this weekend against the Cubs, who are red hot. They've made some trades. They just traded for Jamar Calinano, I think, from the Nationals, switch hitter, third baseman. That's a good pickup for that lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Freed will be freed. But here's my thing.
Well, I mean, he's also pitching in a cooler temperature on Friday, so that's I think it's gonna be helpful for him.
Yeah, I agree, and he's pitching all right. You got Soroka, who I think is a trade chip. As much as I love him, I think, and I respect what he's done to get back from 2 Achilles injuries. I think he's a trade piece out there.
Yep.
Can Kyle Wright come back from this shoulder problem? You get in the postseason, you need 4 starters because there's enough layoff between games that you just need 4 starters. So my thought process is Strider's going to give you what he's got. Charlie's going to give you what he's got. Max is Max. If we got Dylan Cease, then you don't have to rush Kyle Wright back. I hate for it to be a lost season for Kyle, but I'd rather him come back 100% healthy next year. And then you can move Elder to the bullpen or whatever. So if you don't get Cease, go get us another arm. There's talk about the Braves' interest in Josh Hader. I don't like Josh Hader. Never really have. I feel like he's not clutch when it needs to be clutch. I mean, a la Freddie Freeman hitting that home run off of him when we won the year we won the World Series. And then I don't know if you've seen this. There's talk the Padres are possibly dangling Juan Soto out there, and the Braves are interested in that.
Yeah.
Him and Ronald are friends, so you can't keep him long term because you can't pay everybody. So
that's right, for sure. Yeah. A lot to take in before it all ends, especially the trade deadline tomorrow, when it ends and stuff. So
I say by the end of tonight, there's going to be 3 or 4 more trades. And then tomorrow, I think there's not a whole lot out there. If you go look at the standings, everybody's in contention.
Right.
So the Yankees are like 55-50, and people are telling them to trade and sell off.
Yeah.
They're 4 back in the wild card.
Right.
I mean,
he just got judged back.
He just got judged, but you're right.
Yeah.
So,
and I know one man doesn't change anything, but I mean,
they're 12 games over 500 when he's in the lineup.
That's right.
So,
yep,
it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Now they need pitching more than anybody, but here's my thing. I don't know if you on Twitter, I read everything sports related. The only player the Yankees have developed that is in their lineup since 2016 is Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
So to me, as another GM, am I calling upon those prospects?
No.
Anthony Volpe is going to be really good. I really do think so. But I'm thinking they'll probably trade off Gleyber Torres and try to get a couple pieces back. I don't really know what else you do. Do you get rid of Garrett Cole and that big contract? I mean, Garrett Cole, you could probably get somebody's AAA team, especially. But they got to figure something out because Luis Severiano, who used to be a dominant pitcher, I mean, was throwing softballs up there to the Orioles last night and getting tattooed. So, I mean, I don't know what you could do with that. So,
oh yeah, for sure. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's coming over here recently. I don't see anything.
Oh, they just gave up another home run to Randall Grichuk. So 2-0 Angels.
Yeah. I mean, if I was Nicky Lopez, going back to the, who we got today, I mean, you go from basically the dump to paradise, and
he talks about that. In 2021 he hit 300.
Yeah.
And his outs above replacement, he's got a hard hit, ratio or whatever. Like I said, that glove is good. I think it's time to give Arcia some time off. I think I love Arcia. I think he's great, but he's not Dansby Swanson, 27, 28, 29 years old.
For sure.
He's 32. He's had the wrist injury this year. So, I think you'll see Lopez in the lineup a little bit. But like I said, the Braves are the best team in baseball. The 31 games over 500. There's a 10-game lead. You're not freaking out right now.
Yeah.
Again, they may stand pat, but if they do anything, I think they add bullpen.
Yeah,
I want Dylan Cease. I think you get Dylan Cease out of Chicago and put him in a hey, we're the best team in baseball. Go pitch like you can be the best, and you got a couple years control left of him.
Yep.
I mean, but again, that's probably giving up Von Grissom. You're probably giving up 2 or 3, Mike Soroka, AJ Smith-Shawver, and maybe Dylan Dodd. You're giving up 3 or 4 pieces,
right,
to get this guy. But I'd make the call.
You get 2 to 3 years out of him, and after that, he could re-sign.
Yeah,
but he's probably going to be at his best near that time because you show, shine off the gold.
It depends on what Charlie does. I mean, Charlie could always. He's got $20 million that will come off the books at the end of the year. You got Freed. You got to sign back. AJ Minter. You're looking to sign back. So, but AJ came back. He's back off the DL today. Dylan Lee's about to go to a rehab assignment. So Dylan Lee's close to coming back.
Yep.
So Chavez's chance to come off in the middle of August. Kyle Wright's coming back September-ish.
Yep.
You still got Soroka trying to figure out. Soroka don't look bad. He first and second inning good, third, fourth inning bad, fifth, sixth inning good when he makes it far. He's kind of like Strider. People, if you go look at Strider's stats, first, second, fifth, and sixth inning for Strider, or seventh and eighth if he makes it that far, people are hitting under 200 against him. At third, fourth inning, teams are hitting 300 plus on him. Right. So I don't know, but this is fun time. I love trade deadlines and baseball, football, basketball. I just love it. I just love it. It's fun to just keep refreshing Twitter or should I say X now or whatever Elon's calling this thing. So
so I stay off of it as much as I can.
But
yeah, I mean, let's go back to. I mean, we love talking about the Braves, and so let's just keep the pedal down for a little bit. We're just going to stay on baseball today, and that's just a hot topic, especially for us and stuff. You got Ronald Acuna hitting 335, leading the team. You got Matt Olson with 35 home runs and 88 RBIs. We won the series against Milwaukee a couple weeks ago. Lost back-to-back games in Boston.
Yeah,
and swept the Brewers, which I just loved. We look good. And during that series, for sure. And now we got the Angels.
I was reading some things today where people are like, you swept the Brewers, but you get in the postseason, pitching beats hitting, and everybody was like, but the guys that pitched out of the bullpen in that Brewer series won't be on the postseason.
That's right.
Ben Heller is not going to be on the postseason roster, and a few other guys are not. AJ Smith-Shawver is not going to get out there and pitch. He's 19 years old. He's not pitching in this postseason. So unless trash of injuries happen, or whatever. So, but like I said, Braves are 67-36, and like I always tell you, There's 162 games in baseball. Everybody's going minimum 50 and 50 is what you do in them other 62 games. So the Braves are going to lose 14 more games. As much as you don't want them to, they're going to lose 14 more games. They're going to have 50 losses. It's going to happen. But I don't think they're going to go on, a 3-game losing streak or a 7-game losing streak or anything like that. They're just too talented.
Yeah.
The offense is going to score. Teams can't, I don't care who you throw out there. Nobody's throwing back-to-back good games against this Braves offense.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of hard too, And I listened to a little bit of Snit talk before the game. I didn't know my truck had Sirius XM, so I lucked out. I was listening to the Braves station. I was like kind of thinking like, do I need to get this? Because this is fantastic,
Yeah.
And he's like, man, we just got to keep Eddie and Ozuna. We got to keep him hot. And I think we got a little guest coming. Come here, baby. Come here.
Hey, May.
Come here. Come sit with me. But he said we got to get them guys hot.
Well, and that's like I was saying. I was talking to this guy, Sid at the Y. I was like,
This everybody is Miss May. You say hey. Hey. You say hey.
Hey, May.
JJ. You say hey. We got a little guest with us tonight. Wrap this thing up. So
yeah.
All this pretend we got 100,000 views. How about that? Come on.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like Rosario and Ozuna have been red hot the last few games, but couldn't hit anything 2 weeks prior to that. So they're just ebb and flow. July they were killing it. I mean, June they were killing it. July they can't hit worth anything. So I tell you somebody that we got to get going. Who's been, I'm not worried about those two. Those two are going to be 250 hitters and going to hit 20 plus bombs, right? I need Sean Murphy to get back going.
Yep.
He's been cold, in my opinion, since that Tampa Bay series. So if we can get him going, I feel like we'll continue to, play good ball and win and stuff. So
for sure.
But this Angel series is going to be good. We don't face Shohei, but the last time Shohei last year pitched in Atlanta, we tore him up. So I think we got like 6-7 runs off of him. You're talking about Matt Olson. Matt Olson's on pace to hit like 55 bombs this year, which would break the Atlanta Braves record set by Andrew Jones, which is 51.
Yeah.
And they were talking today about, they think he could give Acuna running for MVP.
Yes.
So
easily can do that.
Everybody's saying Acuna is going to, he's got 23 homers and 51 stolen bases, but I don't think he's going to get 40 homers. I see you. I don't think he's going to get 40 homers. I think he'll be 30 homers.
It'll be close for sure.
30 homers, 35 homers, and 60 plus stolen bases. 60 plus stolen bases. So he looks good. He looks healthy. I'm curious if he slows it down in September just a little bit on the steals if we've got a big lead. Just to stay healthy. So, but we'll see. Like I said, it's fun. It's a good time. It's fun to be a Braves fan.
And we got tickets today.
Got them today. Locked them up for the last Saturday of the game of the regular season because there's going to be plenty of postseason games.
Yep.
So
for sure. Maybe you want to say anything? You say hey. You say hey. Yeah. You say go Braves. Yeah.
I heard it.
Close. Little comments. What's up, Chris? Maybe you got a shout out. Well, man, I think we just wrap this thing up. Good short little series of trade deadline is upon us. Braves are still red hot and a lot of more fun baseball to watch for them. Hopefully they can bounce back. Looks like is it 2-0 now?
2-0 now. Yeah.
2-0, yeah.
2 solo shots for the
that.
Angels.
Yeah, catch them on ESPN Plus if you got it. Watch them guys tonight and stuff. So, man, you want to say bye? You say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. You book kiss? Say, mwah. You book kiss?
No.
Yeah. She's done. She's eating this thing. All right, guys. Well, we catch you guys next week. See y'all.
See you, bud.
Thanks for hanging out with the boys. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. See you next week.